In today's video, I'm gonna quickly show you how to fix your iPhone if your personal hotspot is not working at all. I'm gonna show you all the possible solutions for this problem. You might be in a situation where you don't even have the personal hotspot option in here. Or if you simply do have the personal hotspot option grayed out in here. If you're in one of those scenarios, do not worry. This video will also help you out with that. And if you do have the personal hotspot option actually appearing here, but it's simply not working, do not worry as well, because I'm gonna help you fixing this in today's video. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now, jumping straight into today's video in here, the very first thing that I would recommend you guys to do, if you do have the personal hotspot not showing, first things first, all you need to do is simply hop into cellular real quick in here, and then next up, see if you do have the personal hotspot option in here. If you do have, tap on it to see if it works, but if you don't have it over there, no problem at all. Simply scroll down a bit and tap here on one of your SIM numbers. And then over here, we're gonna tap here on cellular data network, and then down here, you'll be able to see an option which says personal hotspot at the bottom, right? So all you wanna do is simply tap on APN in here and simply write iPhone. That's all you want to do. Next up, we're going back, and then we're going to close this, go back into settings, and see if the personal hotspot option shows up in there. It should show up. If it's not, simply restart your phone, and that should bring the personal hotspot option available down there. Now, if this first step wasn't for you, if you already had the personal hotspot option in there, but it simply doesn't work, we're going into the next step, where I would recommend you guys to first things first, turn on airplane mode, which is also known as the flight mode. Okay, you can also turn it on here by bringing down the control center and simply tapping here on flight mode. Wait for a couple seconds, something close to 15 to 20 seconds, and then simply disable it real quick and see if the problem gets sorted out. Now, if none of this helped fixing the problem, we're going into settings, we're tapping here on personal hotspot, and then we're scrolling down and making sure that maximize compatibility is actually turned on. So basically, when you maximize compatibility, you're allowing your phone to be reachable or connectable by more devices, because sometimes we're trying to connect from pretty old devices which do not support the current Wi-Fi band that you're actually here spreading to them. Okay, so Wi-Fi routers do have different bands, so they might not be supporting. So it's important for you to turn it on in here to make sure or to ensure that you can actually connect from any device and make your personal hotspot much more visible. And next up, after doing this, you want to bring down the control center, turn off your cellular data real quick in here, wait for a couple seconds, turn it back on to see if it solves the problem that you've got. Now, if none of this works fixing the problem that you've got, do not worry, we're moving into the next step, where we're going to scroll down here all the way to general. Okay, so you want to tap once on general here real quick, and then once you are here on general, you want to scroll down all the way to transfer or reset iPhone down here. So all you're going to do in here is simply tap once in here, and then you want to tap here on reset. Now, you do have a bunch of options in here. We do have reset all settings, we do have reset network settings, we do have delete all eSIMs, reset keyboard dictionary, handwriting style, reset home screen layout, reset location and privacy. But all you want to do in here is simply tap on reset network settings. You simply want to reset the settings which are actually linked to the personal hotspot. And this should help you out fixing the problem as well, because sometimes you do have a few bugs there which are related to the connectivity process, and resetting it to factory default settings sometimes help fixing the problem. Now, if none of this helped fixing the problem that you've got, no problem, we're going into the next step, which is much more advanced, where we're going to perform a forced restart here on your iPhone device. Now, in order to perform a forced restart in here, if you have an iPhone 8 or later models, for example, an iPhone X, 11, 12, 13, all the way to iPhone 17, like mine, I've got an iPhone 16 Pro in here, the process is the following. You need to rapidly tap on volume up and then volume down, and then press and hold the power button until you see the Apple logo on your screen. Now, please note that I'm not pressing and holding the volume keys over there. I just rapidly tapped, and now I'm pressing and holding here the power button. Once you see the Apple logo, you want to release the key and let your iPhone turn on normally. So what does a force restart restart actually do in here? It actually restarts everything from scratch and actually reconnects everything. For example, your motherboard actually loses all power and then it gets juiced up from scratch again. And this in most cases helps fixing most problems that you might be facing here with your iPhone device. Now, if you have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus models, in order to perform a forced restart, it's a bit different. All you need to do is simply press and hold the volume down along with the power button in here. So you need to press and hold both of the keys until you see the Apple logo on your screen. So once you see it, you're going to release the keys combination, right? Now, if you do have an iPhone 6 or an iPhone with a physical home button in here, all we need to do is simply press and hold the home button along with the power button in here. Press and hold both of the keys for a couple seconds until you see the Apple logo and then release it. Now, please note that if you do have an iPhone 5 or 4, which are pretty old iPhones, the power button is located here at the top. So you'll have to press and hold the button here at the top along with the home button in here until you see the Apple logo on your screen, and then you're going to release your keys combination. This should help the problem that you've got. Now, if none of this help the problem that you've got, we're moving into the next step in here. So basically here on this next step, we need to actually hop into the device that we're trying to connect into the personal hotspot. In my case, it's my MacBook. It could have been your iPhone or something like that, or a different Android device. If it's a MacBook or another device, simply hop into the Wi-Fi settings where you do have here all the networks which are actually saved or available to be connected to. All you need to do is simply hop into that specific network. For example, here you do have these three dots, tap once on that network, and then simply tap on forget this network. You want to forget that network and then you want to reconnect it from scratch. Now, if you're trying to reconnect and it's not accepting, there's also one more thing that you can do in here, which is to basically hop into settings of your phone. Okay, tap on personal hotspot. Make sure that maximize compatibility is already turned on, as we've discussed before. Try to change the password in here. For example, I'm going to increase a character, which will be a B in here. Let me tap on OK. Let me go back. And then I'm going to scroll down, tap on general real quick, tap on about, and then we're going to tap on name. We want to rename the name of my device in here. For example, I'll be going with iPhone. I'll keep it this way. I'm going to tap on OK. And then I'm going to go back once again, back. And then I'm going to try to turn off my personal hotspot and turn it back on and try reconnecting it from my MacBook or the device which I actually wish to connect into my personal hotspot. And this should help fixing the problem. What we're doing in here is we're trying to forget it from the device which it was saved before to reconnect it from scratch. I hope this video really helped you out. If you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know in the comment section down below if you do have any questions or any doubts. Thank you so much for watching it till the end of the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.